Okay, as I mentioned when we first started, some of you might not want to use my little squiggly line technique. So what I'm going to do is drag select with my selection tool this line that we created so far and move it over. Now the rest of you guys who like this style and you want to keep going, feel free to blob brush it up and finish that artwork up. For the rest of you who want to learn how to do this with the pen tool, I'm going to help you out now. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my fill, and I'm going to put a black stroke. And what we're going to do is we're going to dissect this artwork so that you guys can figure out where to put your points and how to pull to get the curves that you need. Well, let's go ahead and look at the artwork and try to figure out a place to start. I'm going to start right here, right in the middle of this bun. I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag my mouse to kind of cover this bun part here. And then I'm going to click right here, let's see, right about here, and pull my mouse up just a little bit. Then I'm going to click right about here and I'm going to pull like so. Now as you can see, this is not giving me the detail that I need. So it would be better if I put it right about here in the center. So I'm going to undo that by pressing Command or Control D. Once again, when you're doing something with the pen tool, it's like a strategy game. You have to think about it. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag so I can cover that part of the bun like so. Then I'm going to click here and pull like so. Now I have a little bit of a dip here, so I'm going to actually click right here and move my mouse up a little bit. I'll click here and move my mouse down. I'll click here to pull out that little bit of a bulge in the bun. And I'm going to click here in the center and pull my mouse like so to follow that curve. Then I'm going to click here to finish off that part of the bun. And I'm going to try to line this handle up so that I can continue on smoothly and finish this bun right in here. Then I can take my direct selection tool and I can move things around if I need to, and I can tweak and modify. So as you can see, it's a little tricky because you have to think ahead of the game when you're working with this tool. Now unlike the blob brush, we're going to have things go in front and behind. For example, when we color the bun with the pen tool, this is going to be on top of the lettuce or the cheese. So we're going to have to go to Object, Arrange, bring the front and bring the back, or we can choose the draw modes here. So if we want to draw the lettuce next behind this guy here, we can choose the draw mode so we can draw behind, and we can go ahead and start to trace the lettuce. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Now we have a curve. So I'm going to click, and I'm going to pull my mouse this way and try to line up where that next part should go like so. So click and pull. Keep in mind that the bulge goes in the opposite direction in which you pull. So don't let it scare you because it is a weird way of working. But once you get the hang of it, you're going to come up with very, very smooth artwork. Okay, the line is going to be pristine. So I'm just going to quickly wrap this part up of the lettuce. And I'm going to actually show you another trick. Since the bun is going to sit on top of this lettuce, feel free to literally just close this shape like so. It's going to be overlapping this, so we don't need to go back this way to close that lettuce off. Let me give you an example. I'll click on the bun, I'll give it a fill color, and see that? It's on top of that line. Now I'll click on the lettuce, and I'll give it a fill color, and now we have our hamburger coming to fruition here. So do the same thing, click on your lettuce this time, and make sure you're still in draw behind mode, grab your pen, and draw each part of the rest of the hamburger until you're done. Don't forget that little trick I showed you. Think ahead of the game. Since you're drawing cheese here, feel free to start here, go here, and finish inside the lettuce, because the lettuce covers that part. The tomato the same way. Start your circle in here. So you have to learn how to think like a military commander when you're drawing this way. So it's a little bit more involved, but you'll still get a beautiful line. So I'm going to put this back over here and grab what I started and bring it back. And I'm going to go back to the old squiggly method. The beautiful thing is, all you have to do is resume where you left off, right here. Grab the blob brush and let's go ahead and add that cheese and continue drawing. So what I'll do is I will see you guys in the next part where we'll take a look at the complete line artwork for the hamburger. And we're going to start to color it in with the Live Paint Bucket tool. And once we have all the colors done, we will start to assemble the artwork in a way that's pleasing and that will fill in the space so that the menu won't be boring, and we'll also be able to have some cool artwork. So let me undo that little line there. So see you next part.